You don't want zero problems, big fella.
Welcome to episode 9 of the Four Brothers podcast, the Drew Brees episode. How's everybody feeling today?
I'm feeling good, man. I can't call it as hot as, ever outside, man. I feel like we got heat on rotisserie.
All right.
I'm good, man. Ready to roll.
I'm good, man. Weather's outside. I can get outside and jog a little bit, so I'm good.
All right. Any update on the cut, Chris?
I got a cut.
Got
Oh,
a
yeah,
cut?
cut?
Yeah.
Oh,
You got to show it, though, right?
no, I need to see it.
All right.
Where you get that cut at? Where you get that cut at?
Jay?
Jay was, okay.
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
All right, cool. We'll be back. I'm ready to hit the beach, man.
Yeah,
really. The beach is open, so I'm ready, but I ain't going. I ain't gonna go. I'm ready.
I respect it. I respect the stay-at-home job for that.
Definitely. All right, cool. So we're going to jump into a couple of topics. We got a loaded episode today. I feel like we got a lot to talk about. So we're going to jump into James Harrison and what he said this week. He said he had a hit on Muhammad Massacre, I think it was. And after the game, later on the week after, Tomlin came up to him and said it was the most G thing that ever happened to him. He gave him an envelope, and he's not going to speak on what he gave him the envelope for, but hinting that Mike Tomlin gave him money to pay the $75,000 fine. How do you guys feel about this whole situation? You guys think it's a common thing in the NFL?
I think it's common. I think it happens more often than people realize. And I think, it came, 8-9 years later after this, but I think it happens, and it's part of the game, honestly. I don't want nobody career ending, but it happens. It really does.
I really don't understand what his motive is right now, coming out with it right this moment. So yesterday, he made it seem like it was some kind of Bountygate thing going on. And today, he's talking about he didn't really mean it like that. Like, people, once you say something like that, I hit him hard, injured him, he gave me an envelope. People hear that, bounty. So I'm not really sure what his motive is. Like, he basically got what he wanted. He wanted the public to react, and now he's trying to, pull it back and walk it back and say, that's not what he meant. I don't really understand this dude.
Man, ain't played football in a few years, man. He's trying to still.
He needs a job.
Relevant.
He needs a paycheck.
Yeah,
Tomlin didn't give him the envelope no more. He needs money.
Realistically, with that hit in that game, he wasn't penalized for it. Like you said, I don't know what the motive is. I know what the motive is, in my opinion. I think the motive is, I ain't getting no money. I can speak to it. I kind of get some, God got egos, man, at the end of the day. We know it. People want to hear themselves speak, and they want to know what kind of reaction they're going to get still. Like, he was getting that reaction as a player. He's not getting that no more because he's out the league. So now it's, what's somebody going to give me if I say something outrageous? Like you said, it sparks the interest of, was there a Bountygate? Like, I don't think that's...
It's 8 years later, and I don't, like Nana said, I don't understand his motive. Like, what do you, like, to get a job, right?
Get a job. It's a job.
But any on FS1 now?
Hey, listen, if he starts telling stories like that, instead of him being on 1 or 2 days a week, maybe he's the main football player.
I get all of that, but what about Mike Tomlin? You put him in that position now, when now he has to answer those type of questions.
I agree. You're not worried about that, though.
Yeah, no, I think it's flagrant because he said Mike T do nothing wrong. So he was like,
but he said he gave an envelope though. So
yeah, he said it. Yeah, I know. That's like, it's facts. It's like you saying you went and did something. You did some crime, and you say my man was in the car with me. Like, that's like good. Nobody even know he was in the car with you, man. You was on your own. Like,
you could have easily said somebody associated with the team.
He didn't have to say nothing about it. Like, it's 8 years later, it's so irrelevant. Like,
on a scale of 1 to 10, are I surprised you guys that James Harrison said it though? Because I feel like he's an old school dude. He don't seem like the clickbait, social media.
But
he said it. So
he said it. We all think.
On a scale of 1 to 10, for me, it's a 10 that James Harrison said it. If you said AB, said it, Le'Veon, someone like that, I wouldn't be surprised. But an old school dude like James Harrison,
1 to 10.
I'm a 10.
I'll probably say 10 too.
Like shock factor.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with Roger.
Yeah, I'm shocked. I would say a 10 shock factor. Yeah. Typically, like you said, old school cat. It seemed like he was about his business.
Quiet about business.
But it makes you think, like, do cats have an agenda, man? Sometimes, like, what?
Exactly. You don't know.
Y'all, maybe they owe him money or something. Yeah. Like, and he ain't the type. Like, he's like, oh, I got a little bird I can let loose. Like, I feel like everybody got an ace up their sleeve when they in situations like that, and maybe he thought he should pull that ace out, man.
I'm not a big fan of the coach, but is Mike Tomlin kind of like a Phil Jackson of the NFL? Where he's managing these strong personalities and egos, and he never got the credit in the moment. Because you think about it, you got Big Ben, who's a drama queen, AB, Le'Veon,
Yeah,
James
Plaxico.
Harrison, the past couple years, just keeps speaking.
Plaxico was there too, right?
Like, he
Prior
got
to-
all
on
these,
the back end of his career.
all these dudes,
Not back end of his
like
career.
San Antonio Holmes, all these dudes who got personalities, man. Like
Who's that cat? Joey Porter? Like,
all of them, a lot of personalities in that room.
And managed them.
And it didn't come out. A lot of it didn't come out in the moment.
I mean,
like,
I feel like he deserved a lot of credit, like a lot more credit among coaches. The
Yeah,
ranking of coaches.
Like you said, Big Ben, AB, and Le'Veon by themselves. That's
enough of
enough. That's enough of any break.
Joey Porter was like another cat that was
Ramon Foster, you got a lot of these dudes. They talk.
Yeah, they talk.
personalities.
They talk.
Yeah, like.
And it, which is, to they right, you talk, you do your thing, but at the end of the day, like you said, managing as a coach, like he did a heck of a job.
Maybe he's not the best at X and O's, but ego management, I think we don't give him enough respect.
That's big, man.
That's part of being a head coach, man.
He definitely topping that. I would say.
Up there for sure. All right, so we're going to transition to more of a. This was more of an off the field subject, but we're going to jump into a on the field topic. Snell off the Devil Rays, or the Rays now this week, came out and said, you know what, he doesn't feel like he should risk his health to go out and play baseball this year for $2.5 million when he's originally scheduled to make $7 million. So basically saying he wants every penny that he's deserved. Granted, he flip-flopped a little bit in the past. He said coronavirus wasn't that serious, but now he's coming from the angle that it is that serious. And before he said he wanted to play no matter what. Now he's saying he's not playing for a penny less than what he signed for in the contract. So what do you guys think about, there's a lot of ways we can look at this about what he said in his comments, but not want to get back on the field. He gets his full every penny.
So the first John I seen, like, originally, he sounded like he was like selfish. Like the way it came out, like he was money hungry, he was greedy. This cat's that's on unemployment right now, his business fronts that was closed down right now. Like, so people not gonna have sympathy for athletes in the amount of money they make. I have respect for what they do, what they make and stuff like that, because at the end of the day, you gotta respect what the world has come to. It's an entertainment world. People want to see it. They want to pay for it. They pay what they want to see. And this is, some careers aren't gonna ever be looked at or highly sought after by the public eye for entertainment. However, sports are. When he came out and said he didn't want to play for a penny less, to me it came off like it was greed, man. And then he came back and kind of did damage control. Like, oh, I didn't mean that. I wasn't trying to sound greedy. It's just more so for health reasons. Like, I don't know how y'all took it, but I thought when your first thing you say, I feel like that's typically what people mean, man.
Yeah, I hear you. I can see what you're saying. After listening to it multiple times, like you said, it came off as greedy. But then you say you want to play, but then you say you don't unless you don't get a penny less. But I'm definitely worried about it, man. I honestly, if you want to play, you want to play. I mean, but you want your money. But if you, I don't know. I can't go on it.
I mean, when I look at it, he said, was it 2.59 that he might have to play or whatever?
Yeah, so originally he was scheduled to make 7, I think.
So, I mean, is his life worth 7 then? Is it okay to play for 7?
That's what I'm saying.
Because, like, what is every player's limit? His is what, 7?
His 7 this year, he get 7 this year, but he get cut in half, then like a 30% cut for something else. Like you said, that basically, it's a safe enough for you to play for $7 million, but not 2.5. So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
it's not changing. So it's money. It's for the money.
It's
It's for the money.
I mean, I think I'm on his side, and I think I don't care about that. I know people are saying like, oh, like unemployment, this and that. People gotta look at each thing separate. I know there's people on unemployment that has nothing to do with ESL. By as humans, we're naturally selfish and individual-minded focused. We're gonna do what's best for us. It sucks the guy at McDonald's got laid off and he doesn't get a paycheck. That sucks for him. That has nothing to do with Ian Snell. Just like me, my job said, yo, I gotta work and make $8 an hour. I'm not doing it. Like, it doesn't matter. I'm not taking a pay cut just to take a pay cut. If I agree to this, I'm working for this, not a penny less. So I get it. Are you saying, yeah, you know what? Would he work for 7, not work for 2.5? Everyone has a price. If you ask me, would I go skydiving for $10? No. You said, am I going to go skydiving for $1,000? I'm probably going to do it for $1,000. So there's a limit on anything. Everyone has a number. And I think for me, he's willing to go out there for Snell. Blake Snell's willing to go out there and put $7 million worth of it. And yeah, I think maybe that number is worth it to him. So I think that we got to separate, like, oh yeah, other people aren't working and he's complaining about millions of dollars. At the end of the day, he's a talent, like Rodney said, that earns him the right to get $7 million. So we got to leave that alone. I don't make $7 million. That's not fair to him, though.
Well, I understand what you're saying, but this is like difficult times. This is time that this unprecedented time.
True, but that has nothing to do with him, though. That has nothing to do with him.
It has nothing to do with anybody.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like any particular.
It's not his fault that he's more fortunate.
But I think what he's saying is just, you got to be sensitive to the fact. Like,
you can be sensitive and still want your money, though. Like, I'm sensitive too. I still want to go to work and make my full paycheck. That doesn't mean I'm insensitive.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
I think the issue that lies is when you come out and like you're dismissive about the bread, like it's not a lot of bread. And for him and what he does, I get it. It's a time and place for that. I think you can have that conversation with the people you work with. Like, like you said, you're not going out for what you do as a profession.
Yeah.
You're not outwardly posting on social media saying, I'm not working for a penny less than what they paying me, because that's attention seeking. Like, you're doing it as if you're trying to grab attention. If he is truly concerned about the coronavirus, which everybody is, I shouldn't say everybody, people should be. With fairness to that, I'm all for it. If your reason is I'm not paying that, no money is worth risking my health, I respect that 1,000%. But if you go,
But he's not saying that.
I think he
he's
said
not
what a lot of
saying-
people
he's
scared to
not
say
saying
that. He just cares about his money. I think a lot of people
Yeah, I
feel
felt
what
like-
he's
yeah,
saying.
yeah, I felt
So
like-
I'm not going at him for saying it.
my issue with it is, yo, stick to where you at with it. Don't go, like you had spoke to an old episode where you can't be half in, half out. You can't be on the fence about it. Like LeBron, you
I
said.
think that's different. That's a social
other
thing.
thing.
I think maybe before he was like ignorant to it and didn't know more, and he feels like, yo, maybe I feel unsafe playing. Because in the beginning, you see people dying, you're scared, and then you don't know. But eventually, you're like, all right, maybe it's not that serious. I want to play and get my money down. So he maybe learned more info about it. I don't feel like
That's what I'm
he
saying.
can't change his mind.
It's hard.
I think you're allowed to change your mind. I don't think nothing you say is final.
I think he was seeking attention because you got the
You think so?
the Players Association fighting for you on this. Like, this is not your place.
Are they really fighting though? They're agreeing to give him like almost a 60% pay cut though.
No, but the
That's not fighting for me. You're not fighting for me.
Yeah, but when you come out and say something like this, you make it
offered
hard. You make it hard for me to fight for you when you come out and say something like this.
I don't think Ian Snell's word impacts the negotiations
Yeah,
very much,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Ian Snell is a good baseball player.
I think
he's not Bryce Harper.
He's not
As
Bryce
far as
Harper.
that-
Yeah, so then if you don't want 2.5 and you don't want to play,
But
you
he
don't
said
play.
what everyone else wanted to say. Not say.
I think he's willing to sit out and not play for the 2.5.
Like you said, he's not Bryce Harper, so I mean, it's not like people checking for the raise to the point where if he's not pitching, it's like, okay, all right, I'm not gonna watch baseball.
So he's financially secured enough where he can make the decision though to say I don't want to play for 2.5. He has a $50 million contract.
Okay.
His thing is that I'm cool with missing 2.5 or 7 million this year because down the road he's a good player, good enough player where he doesn't want to risk whatever or anything that he can get a $100 million contract next. So he doesn't feel like risking it. Yeah. All right, cool. So, I mean, I think a lot of players do feel that way. They won't come out and say it. I'm interested to see what players, like, for example, Bryce Harper came out and said he backed him saying that. And maybe someone like a Mike Trout or someone else, you know what I mean? See how they all feel. Maybe in other sports. I know the NBA players are dying to come back. You know, so it's going to be interesting to see how they do that.
Sure.
We're going to jump into a lot more serious of a subject right now. And all I'm going to say is Quinton Dunbar and DeAndre Baker. You guys go from there and tell me, this is topics. What do you guys think? Everyone, if you're a sports fan, not sports fan, you probably heard this subject by now.
Wait, these I was seeing your words before the report. You should go through the report of how they said this took place. One of your Chris, somebody, like just so we can so people would understand this that didn't even hear it or read it.
From the quick gist of it, they were in Florida, I think at a party, started gambling. I think they were playing a card game. They got down like $60,000. From there, the situation escalated. They wanted their money back. The guys weren't willing to give their money back. Basically, I think it was Quinton Dunbar instructed his friend to basically murder the guy for not wanting to give him his money back. And they went to their cars, came back with a bunch of assault rifles, and situation escalated. People started shooting, got in a high-speed chase. They're on the run. Last we heard, they haven't been caught yet. And it's just a lot happened from a party.
For a party. I mean,
A lot happened.
like you said, all athletes, not everybody can make the smart decisions. That's that's a tough situation to be in, man. Like, you got to be smarter than that. I feel bad for the team. Like, you got to be smarter than that, man. Like, gambling, being in situations, surrounding yourself with people like that, that's not smart, man. You got to be. It's tough. It's hard for me to speak on. It's sad, honestly.
I mean, I get the whole point that they're athletes and they might not be smart and all that kind of stuff, but you gotta realize where you at in life. Like, I always have it back in your mind, like, listen, I can't risk this. Like, first of all, you shouldn't be down there gambling for, what is it, 60, 70,000, whatever it is. Like, you shouldn't be doing that in the first place. Then if you lose it, just take the L like a man.
But not everybody's like you know what I'm saying? Like, we're not all wired the same. I'm not vouching for them by any means, but like, everybody's not wired the same. They're young, they're 22-year-old kids. Like, I won't say kids, they're grown men, but like,
That's the issue though. If you know you hot-headed, man, and if you're not
Like you said, they hot-headed.
yeah, if you're not
That's what I'm
willing to
saying.
lose it, man, don't even.
I agree with you. Trust me, I agree. I'm sorry.
Like,
I agree with you.
I like that anytime situation like this happen, like I didn't see, all of that. I didn't know about the story. That's why I wanted you to reiterate it. Like, what I had read was a little bit different. It was very limited in the information provided, but I know as the day went along, much more came out. And I always like to be fair, man, because if I was sitting on the other side of that table, I'm like, people are going to be judging. They're going to be throwing stones. They're going to be doing this. They're going to do that. They don't even know what the truth is, because typically the truth is what the first thing comes out. And we know that's not always right. So I like to be fair and give everybody, so-called day in court, if you will. And get better information. But if what they said happened, if that's what happened, I don't see them getting a job in the league. I don't. They
You going to prison? They're not sniffing the field ever again.
Like you hate to see that because that's two young
players,
young in their career, got a lot going for them.
You gotta be smarter
and
than
they
that,
both can play. It's not even like, and I'm not saying because you can't play you should do something stupid, but it's just like you said, you gotta be smarter. You gotta put yourself in better situations. If what they said happened, man, like hopefully they learn something, man. And other people, not even them, other people around the league learn something. Like no matter how much money you make, how much money you don't make, the one thing that's equivalent for the most part is the law, man. It's gonna stand up somewhere, somehow, and you can put yourself in a bad situation.
In 5 minutes, your career in life is going like that, man.
Yeah, you work for
your whole life.
20 years,
22 years old.
22 years old. Worked for 22 years, and like that in 5 minutes, just a split second anger moment can make you. You know what I mean? But,
sounds good, but I don't think it's never going to stop, man. Just knucklehead behavior.
No,
It's never going to stop, man.
It's
So,
never gonna
as long as
stop.
people
It's sad.
around, there's always going to be some
It's sad.
stupidity. We're going to get a more lighthearted topic, though, when I jump to a little bit of basketball. We got some back and forth between Draymond and Shaq. Draymond made a plain bold, man. He said Shaq wouldn't be able to stake him and Curry in pick and roll. What do you guys think, man?
So disrespectful.
Like if you're just talking about that particular statement,
Mm-hmm.
maybe he's right. Shaq didn't move to as a big man in those days or whatever. But Draymond,
What days, though? Shaq was pretty athletic when he came in.
Not-
In the
not-
first, 6-7 years, he was
I'm
athletic.
thinking he's talking about the Laker days.
He was in the
He was.
Yeah, but like,
It wasn't saying he went to eat.
He got happy when he got at Cleveland and Boston.
yeah, but the weakness on the Lakers days was to put him in the pick and roll. Like that was the weakness. That's how he was.
Draymond's not a threat. Regardless.
Well, that's the part I'm talking about.
That's the first statement.
He said number one.
Draymond's best skill is passing.
Exactly.
Like, you're not pick and roll threat for unless you're a point guard. Is he he's passing to Steph and Steph is a threat to Shaq? Maybe he meant a reverse. Like,
I guess he meant pick and roll and switch on to Shaq and Steph.
First of all,
He needed the way he saw
in
it.
the pick and roll, honestly, yo, I'm not even defending him. I'm not defending him, man.
I agree.
he can't shoot, he can't drive, he can't finish. You can't defend him.
I love Draymond coming out, Michigan State. I like him as a
Me
player.
too. I love him
I
too.
know you're controversial, but Draymond, man, you don't have no place to talk about
I
shit.
understand what he's saying. What he was saying was
Explain it to me.
Yeah, please.
Explain it to me.
They're gonna do a
Break it
pick and
down.
roll right with Shaq, right?
Yeah, I get it. Pick and roll with Shaq.
with the hope of Shaq switching out to Steph.
Right?
Did he say that?
Well, that's what that's what the pick and roll. That's what he's saying.
When you talking about pick and roll,
I don't think
think about him
there's
roll.
no way Draymond Green
That's what
thought,
he's thinking
and
in
with
my
pick and roll, I'm gonna get the ball.
See, you gotta choke Rodney up, man. That's it.
He must be in a pick, literally, and he rolling literally. Like, I don't know what pick, like,
Chill,
he can't
man.
be talking about basketball pick and roll.
Exactly, man.
Yo, almost choked like that.
Literally, he don't play no choke.
like a pick and pass.
Nah.
Or what he think
Yo,
is.
go to the next time.
I can't take
I can't take it seriously.
I can't.
man.
Just talk,
Draymond's the
man.
most overrated player in the
He
NBA
almost
right
threw
now.
up
I
on
can't.
his table.
Overrated,
Like,
talks the most at anybody.
Stop. Like,
I can't, yo.
Nah, I can't.
He shouldn't be talking about Shaq in any regard other than the fact that he's one of the greatest.
He's probably the
players of all time.
sixth most important team in the Warriors title. Behind like AD,
Sixth player, like-
sixth most important. Like Sean Livingston and
Nah, you gotta give him more credit than that.
Why?
Man,
Oh, man.
No.
Hey, he said Sean Livingston more important.
He was the glue guy. That's important championship.
Man. I'll go to Staples and get some glue. I don't want to.
I give him credit. I give more credit on the team, but I think
Okay, all right, fifth.
having a conversation with
He ruined the
Shaq,
team, if anything. Like,
He kicked LeBron. Like, he ruined the team.
he cost him a title, kicking LeBron.
Kicking LeBron.
Called KD, we all know what. And
Yeah,
broke it up.
exactly.
He got more heart than
I can't talk
We're
about
moving on, man. We're gonna get to a serious ball topic, man. We got state your case coming
I
up.
almost flew up.
Yeah, nah, for real, man. We're gonna get into something serious to state your case. ESPN dropped their top 10 list of all-time players. And we gotta talk about this list, man. We gotta get serious right now. This list is disrespectful on so many different levels, man. I can't even believe it. So we're gonna start out. I'm gonna go through the list real fast. We got 10, speaking of Shaq, Shaq's up at number 10. Kobe at 9. Duncan at 8. Bird at 7. Wilt 6. Magic 5.
Wait, Will's where?
Wilt 6.
Okay.
Magic 5. Bill Russell 4. Kareem 3. LJ 2. And MJ 1. What y'all think?
Where do you want to start? Where do you want to start from?
All right, so I'm gonna try to work my way backwards.
Okay.
As person that I love the Lakers. I watch a lot of basketball. I never once watched Shaq and Kobe on the court together and thought Kobe's better than them when they're both in their primes. I never once thought that. It's disrespectful to put Kobe in front of Shaq. When those two were in their prime together, Shaq was the more dominant player that affected the game way more than Kobe.
Ooh, when they were together, Kobe was in his prime. Kobe prime didn't start until Shaq left.
That's not true.
That's not true, man.
Kobe was 20 years old. The 2000 championship was 20 years old.
That's fair.
Nah,
I think that's fair.
Kobe was in his prime, man?
Kobe was
No,
ball.
he was in his
So when he
prime.
was 22,
But that's
23, he wasn't in his prime?
That's the early.
His
That's
prime
early.
started.
That's prime.
His prime started like
That's prime
23.
Kobe.
That's like his
Kobe
early.
made
That's
All-Star
like,
teams when he was 19, so you tell me from 20.
That was on voting, like fan voting.
All right,
Come
so
on, man.
that's fair. That's fair.
He was average.
He was a bench
He was
player.
averaging over 20 points a game when he went to the finals. What do you mean he's averaging over 20-something?
Yeah, but
But
that's what I mean.
he's saying as he's saying Kobe's prime to him didn't happen until after Shaq left when he
Nah.
had that 23-year-old.
I can't say
Nah.
that. No, I agree.
He was
Nah.
averaging 25 plus
You
points a
can't
game.
tell me
on
the
it.
guy was 20 years old in his prime.
Why can't
No,
you?
I agree. I want to say
Well, he was always 20. He
was
was always 20. When Shaq left, he was like 25. He was
Yeah,
always
maybe.
20. What about 23, 24, 25? He wasn't in his prime?
He came in the league 17 at 1986,
Yeah.
like 17.
Shaq left the
So
Lakers
4
like
years
05.
later. No, he didn't. He left after Detroit. Was that 04? After
They
the,
lost to Detroit.
04, 05, yeah.
Yeah, 05 season, after 04.
That's
into
8
05.
years in the league. Like, he's in his prime.
That's his prime.
Hey, come on,
Okay,
man.
so
The
you-
5, 6, 7, 8, that's not his prime.
That's prime, man.
so you trying to say he wasn't a better
He was never a better basketball player when they were played together. That 3-peat run, there was not one year he was better than Shaq.
Shaq was better than
He was
him.
never.
Okay.
It wasn't even debatable. It
I
wasn't.
don't think that's a debate.
It wasn't debatable. He wasn't a better.
But I
player.
think
What? Nah.
I think
It's
it's a 1A.
more than that.
It's
though.
1A,
It's
1B,
more than
though.
just like, oh, when we played together, you were better than me or whatever.
All right. So Kobe at his peak's better than Shaq at his peak.
No, not necessarily. But this list is not based on just one aspect of it, because he has more championships than Shaq. So
Okay.
what about that? You could use that argument to say, well, he belongs ahead of Shaq because he has more championships than Shaq. If you want to name one thing, 'cause the list not one thing; it's all together as a player.
I don't see it all together, man. Like
I think
don't see it. Kobe's longevity was more, but I don't think he was a better player. Not at all, man.
just starting at. I just think they got 10-9 wrong.
Kobe was never the best player in the league at any point. Shaq was the best player.
Kobe
He
was
was
never.
never-
Kobe
he
was
was never the
definitely-
best player in the
There was
league.
definitely a
No,
time.
When? Name.
When?
Just name it.
He was 2, 3, 4. He was number
He was
1.
never the best player. When he played with Shaq, he was never the best player.
Wait,
LeBron came after that. He's never been.
No. He's
come
better
on,
than LeBron.
don't do
No,
that.
yo, come on.
LeBron didn't become LeBron 2009.
Yeah, come on.
Like, come on,
He was in the
2009.
he was in the
2009.
finals in 05.
I was going to say
What do
2009.
you mean?
The finals 07.
05. It's second year league, man. When it's second
No,
year,
but
no,
the Spurs
no,
is 07. The Spurs is 07.
Yeah, that's the 07.
All right, whatever.
Kobe
07.
was the best player in that league at that time.
No, he was not.
Kobe
He was
was
never.
definitely the best player.
He was never the
Who
best player in
better?
the league.
LeBron.
Nah,
Like, what do
nah,
you mean?
nah,
Like,
no way.
LeBron.
No chance. No chance.
No.
No
If
chance.
you say
Once LeBron hit like year 3, he's been better for Kobe ever
No,
since.
no
He's
chance,
never
no way, no chance.
Since year 3, LeBron was like, he was
No.
all defensive, scoring, like, he was everything.
Kobe the
man.
same thing. What are you
No,
saying?
nah,
Kobe was
nah.
more defensive.
No chance.
Nah,
Like,
man.
nobody was messing with LeBron
Like,
back
nah.
then, man.
Nobody
Like-
was messing. Kobe was
Kobe
the man. The players will tell you. Like, with
There's
all that shit, the
being
players
the
that
man and
played.
being the best player in the league.
He was
They
the best
part of the
player.
man. He's the best player in the
He
league.
is the best
like
player.
the Mamba and wasn't the
He
best
wasn't
player in the
from
league.
all
LeBron was playing that league.
Russell Westbrook's the man. He's
I
never the
think-
best player in the
I
league.
From like
more than-
05 to
Nah.
like 09,
Never.
010,
Never.
Kobe was the best player in
Never.
the league.
But
Anybody
Kobe lost by
can tell you
40.
that.
You said what year?
Forget that. Forget
So,
that.
LeBron-
From like 05 to like 09,
Kobe,
2010.
you're not the best player in the league when you lose by 40 points in Game 7.
But
So you're not.
we'll
You're
stop.
not.
We'll stop it though.
You're not.
With that
He
argument,
lost by 40 points.
So some people lose all the
Not by
time.
40
but
points,
we splitting
man.
hairs here. We're talking about 10-9. I think that the list started as a problem at 10-9 because I think that you could put Kobe and Shaq further down the list, man. I would have them ahead of.
I think Kobe's right where he is. I think Shaq should be.
Wait,
up.
further down the list, where? So what do you think it should be?
He needs higher. He needs higher.
I don't know,
Like
like
7, 6, 5. I think Kobe's.
closer
So
to
what do you
one.
moving back?
Me personally, I think I start my list. I think it's
So
I think
1,
it's-
2 is fine?
I think it's Jordan, Kobe,
Man, come on, man.
Bron,
Bron,
Shaq,
come on, man.
and I start working my list from there, man.
Nah.
You got Kobe second?
Nah, Kobe not
Second best player on time.
Kobe not
Yeah,
second.
if we knew Lakers players all time, he's having the best on the Lakers.
Exactly.
And he's played the longest there of everyone. He's not even the best. He's not better than Magic. He's not better than
best
Shaq.
player of all time,
He's
man.
better than Magic, bro.
That's baby Jordan right
Magic
there,
ain't
man.
played no defense.
Oh, now you want to rip Magic?
Yeah, because you talking about he's not better than Magic.
Now you want to rip Magic?
Nah,
No,
man.
Magic himself said
So
Kobe's
we
the
talking about
best
B
Laker.
Magic or Magic Johnson? Which
Magic
one?
Johnson.
All right, he's not better than Magic Johnson. Maybe B Magic, but he's not better than Magic
So,
Johnson.
hold on.
Like, nah.
You got,
Look,
hold on,
but
so
nah,
better
but
than
Magic.
Magic. What's your top 3? You said
Look at the
Jordan,
impact.
My top
Kobe.
three.
Get an impact.
Jordan,
Look him up.
Look at the impact.
Kobe,
Impact-
Bron,
the impact-
Shaq.
Magic played in 9 finals, bro. And
So
he won
what?
5.
Then I come
He
on.
played in 9
Listen,
finals.
I explained.
Okay.
Jordan, Kobe, Bron, Shaq.
Right.
That's my 4. right there,
Stop, man.
and then I work the rest
All
of
right,
the
say that for Jordan, Kobe,
Jordan,
Bron.
Kobe,
Jordan,
LeBron,
Kobe,
Shaq.
Bron, Shaq.
All right, so yours is Jordan, Kobe, Pippen, and who?
I ain't saying that,
We know you got Pippen in the top 5
He
somewhere.
said top 15.
Give me top 5.
Wait, Rob, one more time. Jordan, Kobe, Bron,
Shaq.
Shaq.
Yeah.
All right, no, go ahead, man.
Jordan, Wilt, Kareem, Kobe, LeBron.
You got LeBron 5?
That big man,
Come on,
that's
man.
heavy big man. All right, he's showing the center some
You
love.
got LeBron 5, man. What is so crazy about LeBron being 5, man? He's
Five?
not there yet.
Yeah, bro. I mean,
why y'all keep pushing? Why they keep pushing
please
not
listen to
there
me.
yet?
3-time champion, 5-time MVP.
He been there
How
nine-
many? How many?
he been there 9 times,
Okay,
though, not
still
3.
3 times. How many players in the history of NBA got 3 championships and 5 MVPs? Name me the list of those players. 3 more championships and 5 more MVPs. Name me the list.
I
Name me the list.
can't put Bron at 5. I'm at 3.
Name me the list of 3 more championships and 5 more MVPs. Name me that list. I'll wait. It's not too long. Go
Wait,
ahead.
what is it, like?
3
five-
more championships and 5 more MVPs.
Like, okay, Kareem,
I said it's not long. Go ahead.
like Bill Russell or some shit?
He don't got 3. He don't got 5
You don't
MVPs.
got 5
He
MVP.
don't got 5
Bill
MVPs.
Russell don't got no 5
Nah, he don't got no
MVPs.
5 MVPs.
Check that.
He don't got 5 MVPs.
I just checked that.
I don't need to tell you
I
that.
checked the yes.
He said that's facts. He said yesterday.
Come
He
on,
said-
man.
he
I know
said
what I'm
it's
talking about.
That's why he's like, all right.
I checked.
Oh,
it.
he got 5.
He done.
All right, so I said it wasn't long. My bad, I didn't know that one. So Bill, Kareem,
MJ.
MJ,
What was the 5?
3 more championships and 5 more MVPs.
I think that's it.
Stop. Cool.
Yeah, that's it.
All right.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't understand.
All
It's
right.
not. It's beyond
That's
that.
an
It's beyond
exclusive
just that,
club.
though.
No, it's not. That's your resume.
He's definitely an exclusive club.
That's
You
an
got
exclusive
Bron-
club.
I couldn't put Bron at 5.
When you- when
He's
you
not
build-
there yet.
Bron's
He's
at
not
3.
there.
When you build
He got
a
3 championships.
when you build a Hall of
nine
Fame-
finals, he got
no,
3
no,
rings out of it.
Nah, you say he's not there yet?
He's not there.
Why not? He's been in the league 17 years.
Yo, this is my
What does he
argument.
got? Like, what does he got to do?
This is my
More
this,
championships.
he's never-
That's what you got to do.
this is my argument for
3 championships is allowed.
So
They
Bill
like
Russell
3
number
sometimes.
So what about the people
So
that
Bill
got?
Russell number 1 then?
No, I'm talking about.
Nah, he had Bill
I'm
Russell
talking about
number
everything together.
Yeah, Bill Russell number 3, I think.
What else you want him to do though, man? Like,
Win more championships. Like, what do you mean?
All right, so how many
Not
more
winning
until you
championships.
say he's number 1? How many more, realistically?
I don't think he ever gets to number 1.
what do you got to do to get number 4?
Wait.
No, why can't he ever be number 1?
I don't think he can get the 1.
Why can't he though?
He's the
like-
only person to add to his resume out of all these people
Yeah,
arguing.
yeah. Unless
But
he's home.
this is what it's a point in time in your career where I think your damage and your work should have been done, right? Your damage and work should be done. I think it's really hard to unseat Jordan at 1.
Why?
Because LeBron never had the killer instinct.
He's playing. That doesn't make you the best.
Never had a killer
That doesn't
instinct.
make you the best.
But-
That doesn't make you
But
the best, though.
this is the issue that I have with Bron. This is my issue with Bron. This is why he's at 3 and not at 2. Because
That's disrespectful,
being,
man.
but check this out.
What's so disrespectful about
There's
him?
not a huge disparity. I think the 2 cats in front of him was cats that had killer instinct. Bron been in 9 championships. You've been to 9. You're not even 50%.
We've been over this though.
Okay,
But you know
what I'm saying? He's not even 50%.
Come on,
the
man.
other 2 cats been to championships and they're over that 50%.
All right, can I ask you-
Shaq? I mean, not forget Shaq. Jordan been there and Jordan won them all.
All right, can I ask you a question though? Name me
That's an exclusive club,
name
man.
me the player though that's faced the level of competition he's faced in the finals.
But
name me that player.
name me a player.
Name me that player.
That's what I'm saying.
Listen,
You have to answer that question.
This is a better question.
No.
Name me a player that's got 6 titles and 6 times they've been in the finals.
I can name
Yo,
you
that's
a player.
100%, man.
Let's not just say 6 for 6. So look at the teams that he's beaten. Look at the teams LeBron's faced
Okay,
though. Let's
but-
not act like
okay,
they're
all right,
that's not
all right,
comparable,
okay,
man.
The Lakers,
Let's not act like he was. Let's not act like he was going through so much in the East, though.
Yeah,
He's walked through
It
it
doesn't matter.
every year.
We're talking about the finals. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
but to get to the finals, if
But
you
it
if you're
doesn't
not
matter. We're talking about just
But
the
it
finals.
was
If
a
y'all want to kill him
It's
for
a
the finals,
cakewalk
it's
to
not a
get to the
cakewalk.
finals
But
every
those Boston
year.
teams weren't always easy, man. That's not a cakewalk.
Cakewalk.
He faced the
In
big
Detroit,
three
in
Boston.
Detroit, in Detroit.
Bad boys too. Big 3 Boston.
Exactly.
He faced tough teams. Like they're not easy.
He didn't get to the finals through those.
But I'm saying though, those are all
He
time.
faced those big teams.
They're-
He
They
lost.
lost to him.
He lost them.
He beat him Celtics in
He
game
beat
7.
the big 3.
He put
Celtics.
46, 16, and like
And 9. Like,
But hold on. If I'm not mistaken, that's the year Ron was hurt.
I'm not. Wait. I'm not going to argue about that. I'm talking about the finals
No, the
specifically.
one year, one of them, it was either who was hurt that year.
That's irrelevant. We're talking about the finals specifically, though. I'm just saying the quality of teams that he's played in the finals. Name me the other players that played in
And I'm
the
not
finals.
giving you that. It don't matter.
What do you
The
mean?
whole-
That
the
goes
whole
up back?
point, Jay,
But
the
it's
whole
dynasty.
The
It's
whole,
several
Jay,
dynasties.
the whole point of getting there, man, nobody cares about getting to the dance, man. It's like being somewhere.
I'm not talking about getting. I'm talking about what he did there.
You
man.
find a beautiful chick, man. She's standing right in front
That's
of you.
irrelevant. I'm
and
talking about
you
the team.
can't-
Michael
you
faced
can't
no
get the
dynasties.
number,
He
man.
faced
No
no
dynasties.
dynasties.
You don't get the number.
They were all
But-
washed up.
but the
He
team-
faced no dynasties.
You talking about the Spurs dynasty, like that was the
Spurs
prime.
dynasty,
That was not
the
their
Warriors
prime.
dynasty.
That
No,
dynasty
wait.
was going down.
He faced them a couple
That
times.
dynasty was going down.
He faced them a couple times. He faced them when
Yeah,
they were in
and
their
they
prime,
both-
and he
when?
faced.
In
They were in their prime in 07.
That's what it is. The times he faced them.
Wait.
2007, that's it.
Duncan was still a very good player. He's still a
What,
20. He's still a 28
Think
player.
about
Man, like he was
But
trash.
2013,
He had a couple 30-point games.
Think about
that wasn't a prime
This is
of
my
those
this is
dynasties.
my
They were
question to you.
still
Think
all
about how
playing at
many
an
people.
all-star level. What are you talking
Think
about?
about how
None of
many
you
But
watched up.
Tony Parker and them was not playing no
Tony
all-star
Parker had
level.
30-something points.
Hold on,
to start
Yeah, you
with.
can have 37
Hold on,
points.
hold on.
Everybody did.
We're not talking about anomalies, man. We're not talking about
I
anomalies.
just want to answer that.
Think
I'm talking
about-
about an original
Think
question.
about how many cats Jordan stopped from getting chips, man.
Well, that
Like
doesn't-
just stop.
that doesn't matter.
He
I'm
just
saying,
stopped from
what
getting. That's why he's
dynasty-
at.
that's what I'm saying.
What
I don't
dynasty did he
think-
face?
Who the
None.
top? Who
It
the
don't
top
matter. When
15
you
in the
get there, you gotta get the dub, man.
I'm
You gotta
saying,
get the
but
dub,
it doesn't
man.
matter. Like if let's say we're both going to California, right? I walk and you fly. We both got to California. We got in 2 different
But
ways.
you-
I'll put more work in to get to
It's-
California.
it's not-
It doesn't matter.
The
Like,
question is this: how many dubs did you get along?
Right, that's fine and all. But
They've
I'm
been in the
saying,
championship
man,
a bunch
we
of
can't.
times.
We gotta look at the reason
They've
why.
been there a
though.
bunch of times.
The reason's
Okay, all
important.
right, so back to the
You
original
don't get
question.
no
Hold on.
The reason is important.
Hold on. Back to the original question. Who the toughest team Jordan played in the finals?
Yeah, let's see. Who do y'all think is the toughest team?
Who the toughest team played in the finals?
Let's ask that question.
That's all I want to
Yeah,
know.
who's the toughest team? Y'all pick. I'll let y'all both pick. Y'all can have the same or different answers.
Toughest team you played in the
You
finals?
pick.
You can take.
Just pick one. Just pick one.
I'll go with the Lakers.
All right. So, and then who do you think, Anna?
I'll go with the Lakers.
I'll probably go with the Lakers too. Or
All right, and is that-
the Blazers?
Blazers
With
tough
Flyers.
players.
All right. And is that team better than the Warriors with KD in them? Please be honest.
Any of those teams?
Please be honest. Was that team better than the KD Warriors? Let's answer the question. Let's answer the question.
It's an era.
Why did you? Yes or no? Yes or
It's
no?
an era.
Yeah, we know it's different. It's obvious. Yes or no? Were they better than the KD Warriors?
Lakers probably could have beat the Warriors.
Yes or no? Were they better than KD Warriors?
Yes.
Yes or no? Were they better than KD
Keep it
Warriors?
up, right? Keep it up. Please keep it up.
HIV and Lakers with Josh. Watch them show
I think the
time.
Lakers is
I
tough.
think you got to talk about.
All right, we gonna move on. We gonna move on. We gonna move on.
Somebody never played dynasty. He stopped
Right,
dynasty.
right.
He stopped all the dynasties. Yo, he stopped all the dynasties. The only reason you couldn't dynasty
Right,
is
yes
because
or
you
no?
win.
Right. Was it the Watch Show Showtime Lakers were better than the KD Warriors? Yes or no, right?
Yo, the KD. Let's stop though. Let's stop for a
He
second.
was laughing because he Rod knows and he's laughing.
So
Right.
I'll give you the Warriors, right? You
All right,
the
so
Warriors.
yes.
So now I'm saying I'm giving you the Warriors. I
But
want you
please,
to,
yes or
I want
no?
you to make your argument.
No, wait, no.
But I want y'all to make this case for Bron.
No, wait,
So we
did you
give
say
you
yes
1
or no,
year.
Rod?
We give you 2 years.
No,
right?
wait. Did you say yes or no though? Were the Watch Up Showtime Lakers better than KD Warriors?
I think they could have. I think the Lakers could have beat them. I'm not saying better.
They
or
watched
worse.
something. They still made it to the finals. They're not winning. Watch something.
They went through a tough West still.
Yeah,
Elijah
like,
Wild
what's
still
up with
playing
the
like.
Warriors?
No.
Charles Barkley still was
But this is
playing
my
like
question to you. What happened about what's up with that other
Watch Up
7
Lakers team beat the
times
Warriors.
he went?
With KD,
Y'all keep talking about dynasties, right?
What happens
What
to
makes
the other
somebody a
7
dynasty?
times?
They win, right?
the only one I
They
can't
win
excuse for
consistently. If
is
you
the
stop
Mavericks.
dynasties and never become dynasties,
But-
what do you mean he never
but-
played
Hold
dynasties?
on one
Stop
second.
them.
I want them to
All right,
explain.
let Rob go ahead. Go ahead,
Just
Rob.
please explain the other 7 though. So we give you 2. I'll give you the 2. Y'all want the 2. You say he played against a real tough team.
KD Warriors,
It was
yes.
That was a historically great
Of course
team.
it-
Explain the other 7.
He played a
Mavericks.
top 5 coach and 3
I
Hall of
don't want
Famers.
to talk about that.
What do you mean you wanna talk about?
We're not talking about coaches. We're talking about teams. Because we
So wait,
no.
So wait,
Y'all
you got
talking
Mike
about
Brown
teams.
and you got Greg Popovich. It's not an advantage.
Wait, no. But Jay, we're not talking about coaches.
Yeah, we do. It's a
We're not
factor.
talking about
It's a
coaches.
factor.
We're not talking about coaches. Because the greatest coach of all time is Phil
Hold
Jackson.
on. We're not
So we're
talking
not going to
Hold
coaches.
on. We're not talking about coaches. But you said Mike McCarthy's made a big difference for the Cowboys.
That's
We're not talking about
football.
coaches.
It's not
That's not
basketball.
coaching though.
It's not
So,
football. It's basketball.
all right, I got another yes or no question for y'all. Mike Brown and Greg
No, I need y'all
Popovich.
to answer my question.
Yeah.
17.
I answered it.
7 more times.
The Spurs. I told
Don't
you.
talk about the coaches.
The
Talk about
Spurs.
the teams like y'all did before. Because he said the
Rod,
dynasties was stopping.
I'm answering it. The
Explain
Spurs,
to
the
me.
best dynasty I've seen in my lifetime.
You saw
the
his
Spurs.
first time.
Twice. Both times. They were tough both times. Yes, the Spurs. Kawhi, Parker, Duncan,
A young
Ginobili.
Kawhi. A young Kawhi.
He's still Kawhi, right? He won MVP.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean, a young Kawhi?
He won
was,
finals
Was he
MVP.
playing basketball? Yes.
Iguodala won finals MVP.
Was Kawhi playing basketball at a high level in that series?
Iguodala won
And after
finals
that, he
MVP.
took off.
Was he playing basketball at a high level in that series?
Iguodala won finals MVP. So don't give
Was
me that.
Kawhi playing at a high level in that series?
Iguodala.
That's not that series.
Iguodala won finals
What
MVP.
you about
So
high level? They got
He
averaged
won
like 15 points.
No, he didn't.
His defense was so
It was
close.
his
He
defense.
did not win.
His
Wait,
defense
wait.
was like
You said
What's
Kyrie
like
that year?
yeah, it's about 15
They
that
like
game.
22.
Show
No, wait. In the finals, he averaged more than 15 points a game.
Yeah,
Stop.
I'm saying the
Show
finals.
me the numbers.
Stop, man.
I'm giving
Stop, man.
Give me the numbers.
Alright, so I answered your question. The KD Warriors, which y'all said is a wash for whatever reason, and the Duncan Spurs. But yes,
That
the Duncan
was-
Pop Spurs, which is the
So
best.
The downside of the dynasty is what you're saying.
Yeah, the
downside.
That's
Both
the
guys are
downside. That's the
07.
downside.
Wait. It can't.
But Kobe,
wait.
when Kobe and them beat them, what they say about
Wait,
their
wait.
teams, the Spurs teams. Oh, the Spurs teams was cold.
Wait,
But Kobe and them beat them. They ain't have to beat them though.
Wait. I said that. I never did the Spurs. I said it's the best science team in my life.
But I'm saying, but Kobe
Dirk-
and them beat them.
Okay, Dirk-
They had to beat those teams to go to the championship in the West, and they dominated.
I
couldn't
respect
do
that.
it.
I never said that.
What's
I
the
respect
excuse for
that.
Dirk and the
Couldn't
Mavs?
do it.
There is no excuse.
There's no
for
excuse.
that.
I said
I
that.
did not excuse.
How many?
There-
1876.
1876, 3 more than 15. Not
Okay,
close to 25.
1876,
That ain't
he stuck prime LeBron.
If I give you,
So now he stopped.
I said stuck.
He stopped.
Stuck prime
this is
LeBron.
my question. But you shouldn't be getting stuck in your prime. When you the man, nobody.
Wait.
They wasn't guarding Jordan.
I mean stuck like he stopped him. I said by like playing defense.
But
on
they
the entire
wasn't
game.
guarding Jordan.
Oh, okay. So when
They
Gary
wasn't-
Payton held,
they wasn't stopping
when Gary
Jordan.
Payton held Jordan for what was it? You watched Last Dance. What was the numbers on him?
Yeah.
Trash. 32% from the field when Payton stopped him.
Wait. That was like one game.
Oh, wait,
That was
listen,
one
listen,
game.
That was one game.
That was a single.
Kawhi stuck him the whole series. That's why he was
Okay.
MVP.
And was he 32% from the field?
This
No,
this
never.
question.
Never.
For one game?
Never.
So
One
not,
game?
not a
Never.
quarter, not a game, not a month, not a year, not a century. Never. Never.
Question for you. After that happened, did Jordan get the chip?
He got a chip.
Exactly.
Look at that
No
Sonic
sense.
team. Look at that Sonic. He should have a chip.
32%. He shot.
That's not
for the
team be the
one
worst
game.
team LeBron played in the finals.
Wait. But we all know when
Cut it out.
ESPN did a ranking of the championship teams all the time, finals teams, that team got ranked worse in the history of the
That's my
finals.
point.
Get out of here,
Like,
man.
come
Get out of
on.
here.
What
Get
team?
out. That
That's
Sonic
not
team.
the
Get
team.
out of here with that, man.
That's not even worse than the team all
They
time.
made it to the finals.
They got ranked the worst finals.
You don't pick who you play.
They got ranked the worst finals
They
team all
don't.
time.
You don't. Jay, you don't pick who you
It
play.
doesn't matter. They still play them. That's my point. LeBron didn't get to pick who he played.
The
He played
dude
Kate
can't walk through the East every year.
Not
He
two
can't
guys.
walk through the East every year.
Let-
He got to the finals
we gonna
and couldn't
move on.
win.
Yeah, we gotta
You
move on.
finally play
Move on.
somebody in the finals and you can't win.
Let him.
That's not a dynasty.
Let him have that.
A dynasty that's going downhill.
All right. We going. Yeah, we
You
going.
talking about that? The Lakers dynasty was going downhill.
Yeah,
Proving my point.
All right, so
So you got two things that's going downhill. So what you saying?
We never going. We never going.
That's a whole episode. That's a whole. It was
We can get back to
Y'all
it.
got me sweating like I'm at work, man. That's
So
crazy.
who got top five? We didn't get your top five.
Yeah, we gotta get your top 5 for that close. I didn't get my 5th, but
No, we did 4. I think we all just did.
yeah, but 4 is
Okay,
cool.
so who got
Who's
top
your
four?
4?
I always give y'all mines. LeBron, Shaq, Duncan, and Kobe is my
You didn't
4.
put Jordan in top 4?
My 4, man. Y'all know my stance on Jordan, man. That's my 4.
That's another episode. That's just y'all know this thing.
Y'all know my stance. That's my 4.
What's the stands? What's the stands?
Nah, I need to know. I need to hear the
No, my
stance in the
stance.
episode.
People I've seen, man. That's my stance. LeBron, Shaq.
So y'all talking about a Sonics team?
So
and
then
you
why
only
we
watch
talking? Why we
Jordan?
having this conversation?
Listen, I'm not an expert to talk about the ins and outs of it. I know about it. I'm not an expert talking about it. I'm talking these
No,
dudes,
but
I've
we-
seen them ins and outs. That team got ranked the worst team in finals history. That's a fact. ESPN ranked that Sonics team. Like that lets Tripp be the 3rd best
If
player.
you didn't watch it, why you even talking
I
about it?
know about it. I don't know the ins and outs in particular.
But
Like
why
that.
speak on something?
Because I still know about it. I still know the ins and outs of
Because you
it.
might watch it and say, I think that team wasn't that bad.
No, that team is. That
you
team
can
is.
see.
That Tripp's their 3rd option, bro. Come on.
That's the difference between
Nate,
seeing that
Nate,
and watching it. That's the difference between
Nate,
that.
Nate,
That's team.
It's trash.
Come on.
Stop.
What was wrong with it? You had Peyton.
Now, let Chris give his. Not. I can't.
You
talk
can't have a
about it. I
list
can't
about
talk-
Jordan.
Jordan not
Just
in
don't
the
have
top
fun.
five.
Listen,
That's
that's me. Listen, I'm not gonna speak on a player I ain't seen in and out every day like that. That's me. I told you those are my 4 goats that I've seen.
Come on, I'm about to.
You want my top? You want my top?
Yeah, go ahead.
I might throw up.
Go ahead.
LeBron 1, Jordan 2, Will 3, Magic 4. That's my.
Without argument, no argument. Could you explain to me why LeBron won?
He the best, man.
In what sense?
Now, just explain.
I can explain to you.
No, I don't want him to explain. I want him to let him.
Just
Just watch the
his
team.
top five.
He does basically everything better than Jordan did, besides mid-range jump shot.
Because in year 17, he played like Jordan was playing in year 10. That's why. Year 17, he was still playing like Jordan's playing in year 10. His prime has been 15 years.
Literally, he's been 15
His
years.
prime. He's still in a prime in
He's
year
still,
17.
he's still arguably top.
He's a top.
Right
He's a top 5 player.
right now.
Because your face.
In year
Your
17. Look at that. I'm talking about now. Now we're discussing.
But Jordan
This
last
is
year.
LeBron's in year 17, correct? And he's still a top 3 player in the NBA?
Yeah, but
And he's still dominating.
what you're comparing is we can't talk about Jordan's 17th year, so we can talk about his last
Let's
year.
talk about
And Jordan was still
The
dominating.
dominant.
And he was
made
and
it.
LeBron 4 years later is playing at a higher level than him than he was then still.
Literally.
LeBron in year 17 is playing at a higher level than Jordan was in year 13.
Yo, let's change the topic.
In what sense?
Change the topic.
This
man.
era?
Change the topic.
No, look at what he's doing. What do you
Man,
mean?
change the topic, man.
That's he the captain of your team.
Next.
You should know.
Next
Yeah.
topic. Next
I do
topic.
that just because he's the captain don't mean I think LeBron's better than Jordan.
That's a whole other show.
Let that go,
I do a
man.
whole show.
We gotta let that go.
I'm ready.
We'll go through the rest of this list.
No.
Nah,
I'm ready.
man. I don't want to talk about
I do. You give me LeBron, Jordan. I'm ready. I'll be loaded.
I can't do it, man.
Man, all right.
Disrespect,
I'm
man.
nauseous.
Rodney deep down. He was like he wanted to say he was like
Rodney, he was laughing about the Lakers Showtime stuff.
He
You
was,
know
he know.
that kid don't cut it out.
Man, y'all make me laugh because y'all say funny stuff.
You know KD Warriors is better than what he is.
You got Jordan at 2. Which I ain't gonna fight somebody that really.
Is LeBron closer to 1 or closer to 3?
I had LeBron at 3.
Close to the 3.
Remember, I had Brown at 3.
Oh, okay.
I had him at 3.
What you have? You have him.
He had him at 5.
Yeah. All right. All right. Is he closer to the 4 or is he closer to 2?
He's closer to 2 than he is to 4. My reason LeBron's not at 2 is because LeBron didn't have the killer instinct. And
But that's not.
my explanation is this.
That's not a skill
I
set.
said to you, yo, I'm still
Alright, so
I'm still gonna judge
So
a
on the
player.
stat sheet, is Killer Instinct on the stat sheet?
Boy, Rob, quick question.
In my personal opinion of a player,
I got you.
if you gonna be somewhere 9 times, man, here's the way you get judged if you shooting something. If I got people coming at me and I had to shoot to be a threat, if I get 10 shots, or if I get 9 shots and out of those 9 shots only make 3 count, man, my life is on the line.
All right, so if I tell you LeBron got more game-winning shots than Jordan, though, what defines killer instinct? Because to me, game-winning shots is
games
killer.
that matter.
They matter.
The games
He did do it at Rucker Park. Yeah, I think he did
But
it
the
in
championships
like,
don't matter.
like,
I'm
he
not
do
talking
it
about
right-
game
62.
We're
He
not
got
getting
games.
that.
Wait,
That's
so
irrelevant.
do playoff games matter?
Yeah.
All right, he got more playoff game winners than Jordan does.
But how many?
So, like-
Jordan, as many playoff games.
Wait, but he has
Jordan-
more playoff
Jordan
game winners.
played-
Though. That's killer to me, right?
What was
I'm
Jordan?
not talking
What was
about
Jordan's?
that.
That's a killer to me, right?
When he played the league, 10 years, 12 years.
He played 13 years.
13 years.
Yeah, he gambled 2 away in the middle of his
So
prime.
in 13, think about this,
And he
yo.
smoked the other 2 and watched
So
them
let's
away in
check it
cigars.
out. So 13
yeah.
years in the league, and out of your 13 years, after leaving, retiring twice, you got 6 championships. You played in the league for 17 years.
I look at it like he played
and got
6
3.
championships in
And
13
been there
years.
9 times.
That's cool. He went to
Jordan been there 6 times and won 6.
in 13 years. He went to 6 championships. LeBron's played 9
But
and
he's
17.
won 6
To
of
me,
them.
that's a 40-something% ratio. That's
How
hard
tough
to-
is that?
Like,
You won 6 out of 6. This dude won 3 out of 9 in
Look,
17
Look,
years.
he won 6.
Yeah, that's let's go.
We
He got 2 years to rest. He
We
should have won
we
6.
gotta
Exactly.
move on from. You should be rusty.
LeBron never June off since I was in
I don't
college.
care about that. Next.
All right,
I was 18.
All right, man. So we're going to jump into a quick commercial break. We're going to jump into a quick commercial break, and then we're going to get right back to it, man. We got a nice topic at the end of the episode. We're going to tell you guys about Anchor real fast. It's the platform that we use to record on. Anchor does a lot of great things. I would say pretty much you can record your podcast on there. You can edit it. You can stream it so people can hear it. You can also export the files. So pretty much you can send it to people if you wanted to edit it outside of Anchor. So it's a platform that we use. It's a great tool. It allows you to record, edit, do a bunch of different things. And you can send it to Spotify, Apple, Google Cast, Rocket Cast, basically like a bunch of big platforms. So not only are you stuck to Anchor if you use them, they also distribute to other platforms for you. So I love Anchor. We got our start there. I know how you guys all feel about them, right?
Because the truth.
I feel good about it. Honestly, being able to edit with it is simple. It's kind of make it simple for people who's not necessarily computer savvy.
So, like I said, download the app, get started on there. It's free. Go to anchor.fm.com, or you can just go to the whatever app store you use, Google, Apple, look Anchor, and it'll pop up. You get the download button from there. All right, cool. So we're gonna do one last quick break. We're gonna jump into a game. We're gonna follow up last week's theme of can Rodney get a dub? And this is a big episode for us because we got a special
A friend of mine.
that's gonna hop in. So Chris is gonna take over from here, and we're gonna see if Rodney can get a dub.
All right. Right, I'm happy you stepped out. You go second.
All right, I'm always second.
Always second.
Common theme.
Cause you the host, man. You
I need it. Let's get the dub.
We have a contestant. It's a mentor, a friend of mine. His name's Monty. Give him a call. He's gonna be our contestant for today. So I think it's gonna be our weekly segment.
Yeah.
So we'll have listeners and callers, you guys can be contestant if y'all want. We'll go into details later on, but here we go right now. Answers. Monty. Yo.
Hello?
You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey man, what's going on? You being recorded. Give me a heads up.
Yo, Monty, what's
I
happening?
got Roger here, my buddy Nana here, and
It's good.
Ronnie's in the back. He can't hear any of your questions, so it's called Can Ronnie Get a Dub? Okay?
Okay.
All right, so you will have 5 questions. You have 45 seconds. The clock won't start until after the first question. All right, if you get it right, you'll hear like a ding. If you get it wrong, say and. If you're not sure about the question, you can just say pass, and we'll go back to it. All right with you?
Yes, sir.
All right, let me know you ready.
I'm ready.
You don't know the topic. Nobody knows the topic except for me and Rajay and Nana. Our topic today is basketball. All right? All right. Clock ready? Monty, you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, the clock will start after the first question.
Hold on, I'm up, right?
No, you just been chilling, yeah.
Oh, okay, all right, cool.
This meeting, no, so this is Monty.
Oh, this is Monty.
Yeah. All right, ready? All right, Monty, question number 1. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is an NBA all-time leading scorer. Who is second?
Carmelo.
Correct. Number 2, who is the oldest current active player in the NBA right now?
Vince Carter.
Correct. Number 3, who is the NBA all-time assist leader?
John Stockton.
Correct. Which player last averaged a triple-double for a season?
Russell Westbrook.
Correct. NBA all-time leading in rebounds.
Will Chamberlain.
Correct. 5 for 5. Good job, Monty. You hang on the line. All right, buddy. Appreciate you.
Okay.
You're my man. Rodney.
Boy, sharp.
Good job, Monty. We're gonna have Rodney come down and put you on mute. All right, buddy.
Okay.
You don't gotta mute that, man. Don't mute that, man.
We're not gonna tell you.
He getting his work.
Monty, not gonna tell you what you did.
Don't mute
Lock
that,
in the
man.
comment. He
Ain't
said
no
the
comment.
Don't mute that, man.
All right. Monty, Rodney's in here. You got your questions, but I can tell you what he got. All right, Rodney, same thing.
Come
You say
together.
pass. If you want
Come on, I
to
represent for the 4
Yeah,
brothers.
let's go, man. Come on, come
All
on.
right.
That boy sharp, so you better
Ready.
represent.
You sharp?
You got home court advantage.
Sharp.
Rob got home court advantage.
All right, ready? 5 questions, 45 seconds. Clock will start after the first question. If you need a pass on a question, just say pass. If it's right, Roger say you're correct, or say ding if it's wrong.
Mhm.
All right, ready? Clock will start the first question. Number 1. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is the NBA all-time leading scorer. Who is second on the list?
Carmelo.
Correct. Who is the oldest current active player in the NBA right now?
Vince Carter.
Correct. Who is the NBA all-time assist leader?
John Stockton.
Correct. Which player last averaged a triple-double for a season?
That's easy. Russell Westbrook.
I'm not playing.
NBA all-time leader in rebounds is who?
Come on, man. Mr. 100. Will.
Rod not playing. Yo, come on. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Monty, you went 5 for 5 with you.
You need me to leave
So
again?
we got a sudden death.
Rod said he can't
Him on
play.
mute.
Now we're gonna go back and forth.
Oh, but back and forth.
Rod said he can't
All right,
play,
Monty, sudden
man.
death, right?
Okay.
I gotta talk to Rajay Nana real fast. And Rodney, you step out for 1 second?
Yeah, you gotta mute him, man. What you doing?
No, you shot him the dub. I'm not doing the question yet. Oh, all right.
All right, Rob.
Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
I'll wait till Rodney come back in.
It's a prestige list.
It is. Rodney's back in here. Neither of y'all know the topics.
In the building.
All right, it's gonna be rapid fire again. All right. This one, sticking with the MVP theme, we're gonna do regular season MVPs. Post 1969, correct?
I mean, this goes back to before that. This goes back to the 50s, I think.
Yeah, you got
We go all the way back to 1950. All right.
Okay.
All right.
It's a
Monty.
very, very prestige list.
Very prestige list. Monty, you can go first time. Starting now.
Kevin Durant.
Kobe Bryant,
Russell Westbrook.
Steph Curry,
James Harden.
Michael Jordan,
LeBron James.
Karl Malone,
Hakeem Olajuwon,
Bill Russell.
Charles Barkley,
I just threw a blank. I don't know what happened. I threw a blank. Yo, going second is hard. I'm telling you, it's hard. Monty,
you are the
respect
first
to him, man.
Of the
Respect to him.
callers.
We got to
You
name
are
the
the first
award
one
at
of the callers.
man.
We are the first one. 1-0 for the calls against Ronnie. Monty, I'll be in contact. We appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, Monty.
Thanks for calling, man. We appreciate it.
We're gonna get you something, man.
Thank you,
No doubt.
thank you. All right, bro. I'll be in contact. All right.
That was good, though, man. That was a good drama, though.
I
Yeah.
can't count it, man. I don't know if it's real or not. He can have his phone. Y'all can see me.
Come on, man. You got
Y'all can see me. I can't see him. I can't see him, man. I can't see. He can just pull up
Nah, man.
all-time NBA.
Nah, right, I can't.
But he don't hear it that fast.
NBA MVP list.
I don't read it.
Yo, all he gotta do is throw a list up and
Wait,
go.
that fast, but I go to it. I go right to it.
Wow.
I go right to it. Nah, we got Ronnie Titan. Ronnie 0-1.
You should have kept him first, man.
0-1 against the caller.
Should have kept him first.
We gotta send him a
0-1
t-shirt
against
or
the
something.
caller.
I can't vouch for y'all, man.
I'm trying to put it somewhere around
Yo, that's a conspiracy, man.
0-1 against the callers.
That's a
All right,
conspiracy.
man.
But yeah.
All right, cool. So
There's several things.
Yeah.
we're going to jump back into the last
No,
topic.
this far,
man.
never mind.
Okay.
All right, we're going to jump into the last topic of the day. That was a good game, man. A lot of drama. I had me at the edge of my seat there for sure. But Rod gave it a good fight, man.
He did,
He
man.
took it to
He
overtime.
did.
You know what I mean?
Double overtime, right?
Double overtime.
Yeah,
Yeah. Nah,
I would have got the win off the technicality, but Chris rigged it
Listen,
again.
I like it, man. Like Cam said, man, you show me a good loser and I'll show you a loser. So I like it, man. Listen, Rod, I like that, man.
Come on,
But we're gonna jump into this last topic, and I know Rod not gonna lose here. How you guys feeling about Zion and this Duke situation, man? What do you guys think about it?
Honestly, it happens. I feel like everyone in these colleges, universities,
Every
they pay these players.
Not Duke though, not Duke, not Duke. Like Duke's the only one that don't do it.
Everybody, it's a matter of time before your university's up, and it might be up for Duke. But Duke, I know Coach K been paying them kids for the longest. He's just been the best.
That's the top 4 recruits last year.
They class this year.
That guy's ridiculous, man.
I feel like as soon as the money falls out of favor, somebody don't get their way, somebody's supposed to get something they was promised. If you're a booster and you don't get something that you was promised, man, I feel like the word always breaks, man. It happened in Miami. We saw Miami go downhill, man, when that dude was it Nevin Shapiro?
Yeah.
And he came out, and after that, Miami just went
Off a cliff.
fell off a cliff, man. So it's like it's bound to happen. We knew it was
It happens
coming.
every year.
We knew it was coming. It was coming at some
The
point.
problem is, I don't think the way Coach K is and the way he has built things, I don't think Duke is going down like how Miami went down. Like it's not set to implode. Like how Miami-
Why is Coach K so untouchable? What's
Like the world basketball, sports world love Coach K. Like,
Man, it's
he's,
dope.
like,
I don't.
Is he the best college coach ever?
I think he is, man. I love him.
You love him? Why?
I love Coach
That's so
K.
random.
I love Coach
That's
K.
so random.
I might probably have to go with John Wooden or something.
John Wood?
John Wooden, UCLA with Kareem and them, probably the best coach of all time. But he's
That's so right. He said he
top
love
three.
I love him, man.
Why though?
Are you a Duke fan? I'm just asking. I really
Oh,
don't.
yeah. College basketball
Yeah.
I like Florida State.
Florida State basketball?
Florida State, everything.
I like Florida State. I say everything.
I'm saying football.
Basketball.
Yeah, the main two
I
sports.
mean, you're not watching baseball. College baseball.
I still watch James.
James did pitch, right?
James pitch. I ain't watch no James. Watching him pitch.
So, do you think like with the players in the G League thing though, do you think that's gonna affect Duke? Because I feel like that 500,000 G League's giving, that's weak compared to what Duke's giving them. Like they gave Zion more than 500,000. Like
They can tie a couple mil.
you
My
know,
opinion.
they said they've been giving him money since he was 14 years
Yeah,
old.
literally. Yeah.
Like, I didn't even know he was when he was 14. I didn't know he was when he was 14.
I believe it.
I believe it. Me too.
You think if Duke gonna pay you?
You think?
Now you got the whole thing with the NCAA where you get your likeness, you get paid for that. Plus Duke paying you. Why go to G League, man?
The Duke bag's
I
better than
mean-
the G League bag.
Yeah, it's better, man.
Because it's the boosters, man. They want to see their team win, man.
I kind of ask why you like Coach K so much.
I like him, man.
A serious question. When is he gonna retire? This is a serious question. Like, how many more years?
I give like 3 more years.
He can recruit like crazy too.
Yeah, recruiting
man.
and money recruiting.
What you mean?
Money recruiting.
But because a lot of
Zion
teams,
get fancy.
Coach K sealed the deal though. When Coach K like call you, And you were the recruit. You jazzed up at that point. Coach K on that phone.
If I called you and said I'm Coach K on the phone,
He on that phone, he's sealing the deal. Like, he not calling me. He not calling a 3-star to 4-star. He calling like
a 5-star.
Yeah.
I say, yo, Rajay, man, I need you in the building.
You're like, I don't know. I'm like, all right, man, Coach K to holler at you. And Coach K give you that call, you see that number, you're like, all right, I'm
Hey, Rajay.
Yeah.
Hey, Rajay, it's Coach K.
It's like Michael Jackson.
I don't remember Coach K sound like that.
Bring you into the Blue Dogs, man.
Yeah, Coach K sound like young Michael, man.
Yeah.
Nah, so
It just.
you don't think Zion's gonna get in trouble?
No,
Nah, what can you do to him?
Yeah,
You can't
he's not in college anymore, so.
Yeah, so y'all don't think he's gonna get in any trouble in any type of way?
I don't
Supposedly they're asking for like receipts showing that his rent paid at the time when he lived at Duke. So as his parents, his mom, stepdad got
But
money.
what are they gonna do to him now? Then? Is it like
I feel like the same, like what they did to Reggie Bush up there.
Let's take the Heisman,
man. Like,
Yeah,
that's not that
That's
reflect the way he played.
exactly? I agree.
What do you win exactly going to take him?
That's what I'm saying. He didn't win none. Yeah.
He ain't won nothing. They can't
Yeah,
take.
he can't
I
take
don't
it
care
from
what you want him to pay the money back. He can say no, I'm not paying it back. Then what? He didn't. But you gonna say he received improper benefits?
I don't think it hurts Zion personally. I think
It hurts Duke.
Yeah.
It hurts Duke.
But they like Rajay said it, man. Everybody's paying people, man. If they don't like it, they should have been giving people access to their likeness a long time ago.
but when you get caught, it's on you. You can't be like everybody's doing
That's
it.
what it's like, yeah.
When you get caught, it's on you.
You know,
it's on them. I'm thinking, but I'm saying NCAA need to stop, man. Like, just stop acting, man. Just start investigating everybody.
We know they all doing it.
Yeah, everybody. That's what they all
doing
like.
it, man.
They wait until you get a whistleblower.
Except for
whistleblower. Hey man, yeah, I got money,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden now you investigating Duke. You should be investigating Duke anyway.
Yeah.
To make sure their recruiting practices are ethical. Investigate Texas, investigate Miami, investigate Florida State, investigate everybody. Every single major sports team should be investigated to make sure they're doing things the right way.
It's a lot of
How
money,
did they
though.
get this recruit?
It's not cheap to do that. That's a lot of money.
But you got
It sounds good, but it's
Yeah, it
But
can't.
think about how much money. But think about how much money NCAA makes off of these kids playing basketball. Young men. I ain't gonna call them kids. Young men playing basketball, or young women playing basketball. They make a lot of money off of these people. The sports in general. If you're gonna make all that money, start putting that back money into policing yourself. You know, it's the one profession where sports in general, they get away with a lot of stuff because simply I feel like they don't police themselves at that level. And a lot of professions in the real world, if they thought that somebody could be potentially embezzling money, they have auditors. They have people that are just strict auditors for what's being done, and they audit companies. They audit companies' books. They audit
they
companies.
cheat more than colleges though.
Like-
that industry is dirty than college
But
basketball.
the problem is you have to get some kind of hint to investigate Duke. You just can't. You're not going to investigate
Yo,
Akron,
yeah.
Akron University or whatever because.
No, but you're not. You think about the big prestigious school. Akron's not making multi-million
You're talking about
dollars.
like the Ohio State
Yeah, I'm
football,
talking about those
Clemson.
major-
That's what Nana's talking about.
So then,
those type of schools.
at what point, like, so you gotta go from the top 25 of schools that's like
I would say anybody that's in the top 50, man. Anybody that was, I would say anybody in the top 50 because you got to think the major universities that's bringing in the creme de la creme of the crop. They're all bringing in big players every year. It's not typically, you don't see Akron just land Rajay Brown. Like, that don't just happen. Like, Rajay not like, oh, I want to go. If I see Rajay go to Akron, that should raise a red flag. I was just
So you
saying.
saying like Ben Simmons got LSU?
So,
Yeah, like, why you going
so
to
wait,
LSU?
like, so the number one running back recruit for this year, I think, went to TCU, right?
Yeah.
So something like that.
Like, come on, you saying, boy, what you doing there? Even if he went to a high,
You want to be LSU's favorite player growing up?
which is okay, cool. But if you say if you're a high level recruit, because they're not paying, I feel like they're not paying 3-star recruits. They're paying 5-star recruits. Everybody.
I think it's a bag. It just varies depending on the
It's
player.
gonna come
Yeah, I
like
think it varies.
2,000,
Yeah.
3,000.
I think you should go. What are you doing? Where are you getting? Where are you going? What are you doing? Boom, boom, boom. Like my brother was well recruited. I never heard them offer money ever, not a single time. And I wouldn't lie to you. I would say, yo, I heard money being offered. They never offered money. He was getting calls from major schools to our house, and I never heard nobody say, yo, we about to give out money. And maybe if you get deeper into that, I don't know what intels where that money comes from. It must, maybe they want you real bad or whatever the case may be.
Respect that.
I think probably deeper in the process, like you're not gonna hit on a phone call. Nobody, I mean, in the right mind should be doing it on a phone call. But when they come, when maybe Coach K come to the living room, that's when maybe
You
somebody.
pull out the Tomlin envelope. We're gonna wrap it up there, man. The Tomlin envelope.
That's facts.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can keep talking
All right.
because remember we got a lot of edit out.
Okay. All right.
From
Yeah, you walking back.
Yeah, the game walking out. All right, so don't worry about that part.
All right, cool. So, Coach can't bring the Tomlin envelope. That's when you seal the deal.
Yeah, I think that's that.
I didn't say yeah. It has to get to that point,
I
though.
mean, Mike, but this it's like you gotta know, like no player. Like let's be realistic, man. Look, you gotta do. They do background checks on us for jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what are you doing for a job? What is it? Who's this person? Like, if you're giving me a scholarship, you should do some level of background check on me. Not saying that you may not be as much in detail, but no. Okay, my parents got money. My parents. You know, maybe they're not that well off, whatever. Not a knock on me as a person, but if you all of a sudden see my parents move into some house, big house, and they get this, they get that, I would maybe, question it. Find it. Just all you doing is some.
But they do it years ahead though. They don't do it like the freshman year that Zion parents get a mansion. Like I said, they're giving the money back to 2013 and 2014.
Yeah,
so they build it up.
They build it up.
So all right, what if y'all a 5-star recruit, top 10 recruit in the nation, 5-star player, top 10 recruit in the nation? You're a high school basketball player. What's the number that's going to take you to get to your favorite school? Duke, whatever it is. I don't know, Syracuse.
So
Kansas,
say Zion got what, like $5 million, saying whatever. Just say $5 million is like the top, like say that as base.
I know they say DeAndre Ayton got like 300,000. I think that's light for what he was.
That's light, right? For what he was.
What would your number be? That I'm going to do for this number?
300,000 they know about.
Yeah, they know about it, allegedly. Yeah. What would your number be? That all right, this is the deal.
I don't really know what the number is, but I prefer probably to say Duke, North Carolina, those type of teams that with this new law is going to be able to put me out there, market me. Let me get money for my endorsements, for my likeness and stuff like that. As opposed to, I don't know, some other team that maybe Washington might offer me maybe $1 million, but Duke only $500,000. I'm still going to go with Duke because I know I can get more from just being at Duke.
Duke could give you $5 million, but when you let players like Zion Williamson go straight to the league from high school, man, he lost a lot of money when they stopped letting him go straight to the league. So people like up in arms about the money they're getting paid from this university. If the league didn't want that, the league and the NCAA should have worked out a better agreement.
So they should be paying athletes.
They should be paying
From the beginning.
them.
They're
making millions of
That's what it comes down
dollars.
to.
It's $1 billion organization, multi-billion-dollar organization.
Somebody else they name,
NCAA sports, man. Like these guys are selling seats.
Yeah.
You ever go to a college game? They charge like you going to a pro game for a college game.
They sell seats, but I think somebody like Zion, I mean, them Duke games were sold out for like months ahead when he was.
That's what I'm
they're
saying.
both for over
Like,
$3,000.
But that's my point. That cat is selling seats.
Yeah.
Like
They got brought
like,
the box in
come on, man.
They were like they got, I think it was the highest in the history. I remember they were like $3,000 for the Duke North Carolina game.
Like, can you imagine? Like,
For
think,
college
and he
game,
ain't getting none of that.
Nothing. No. So,
Like, that don't make no sense. Like, Raja, if you was doing something for any company and it was making name off your likeness, every single person we talk about in the
I know the
sports
feeling.
industry,
I know the exact
and
feeling.
making a name off your likeness, man, you gonna say, hold on, man.
And,
Hold up.
I know the feeling there. I work for a company that makes billions, and it's a thing. Man. I feel like in any industry where there's sports, music, we see like this is a bad example. Like Megan Thee Stallion recently, she was making like $15,000 off her contract with Carla Crawford, and her songs are doing like millions of dollars in sales.
Yeah, which is true.
She
She's trying to renegotiate her contract.
Like,
She should be able to renegotiate her contract. I think that if you blow your contract out the water, or you do something that's outlandish, man, we gotta make up the difference, man.
Business and ethics are going hand in hand, though.
And they don't.
They have to write down the contract. Like, yo, listen, if I reach this percentage, we gotta come back to the table.
Yeah.
I think people are starting to do
But
that
no
now.
company's gonna do that though. Like, even like Bass arguing with Diddy a couple months ago. I think Diddy gave him $20,000 when he first signed him. At one point, Mace is one of the biggest artists in the world. Diddy paid $20,000 and got how much he make? Probably $10-20 million off of Mace. So I think no record company, and when you're young and you're from a poverty situation, you have no money. $20,000 sounds like $100. And somebody's not gonna give you $20,000 and I'm gonna market you and push you out there. You don't know better, and sometimes where do you go? It's not easy to find like a financial lawyer, music industry lawyer. That's I don't know where to find that. When these dudes from a bad situation, they don't know how to find that. You don't take the easy road and take the $30,000 and
Nah, that's true.
yeah, so it's hard, man. It's the same thing. It's
They
tough.
should get paid. They should get paid.
But then they open up like a bigger issue though. Like, all right, say you're the best player in the baseball team, and then say you're Zion. What, like, how do you decide who makes what? Because these players are all gonna want money now. If you open
Yeah,
up
like how much?
So,
RJ Barrett's a 5-star, so
Yeah.
how much you pay him?
RJ Barrett was the number one recruit. People forget
He was
that.
number one.
Zion wasn't.
Zion was 2, right?
Zion was like.
And Cam Reddish was like 5.
I think Zion was like 3.
Or if I'm a 3-star and I end up being like a top 5 pick now, like I'm playing to the top, I work
John
my way
Moran.
up.
Let's hear John Moran.
Then how much you pay me now?
Cold.
Like,
That's right. That's my man too.
Friday had for MVP.
Yeah.
Ah, man, chill.
That's a whole other episode too. Bro.
Chill, man.
It's tough.
Yes, it's a good question.
It is tough, man.
Like it sounds good to say, but the little intricate
I'm with Donna.
details to actually do it.
That's
it's
tough.
crazy. What do you pay the 12 guy on the bench? What do you pay him at all? You be like, oh nah, you're not good enough.
Everybody
That's
get
true.
a check.
But
But
again,
some people's
But y'all think how to
Well,
get
like in the NBA,
But listen,
everybody
though.
don't make the same
so
bread.
everybody got to negotiate their own.
No, y'all should come in the same way they do the rookie pay scale.
Yeah.
This what you make. This what you make. This what you make. They don't negotiate them contracts.
but the 8th man at Duke was probably the best player in the state.
yeah,
The 8th man at Pittsburgh University,
But
you know what I mean? It ain't the same 8th man.
You took that gig, man. You got to know what gig you should take.
I think it's a lot.
Think about it. When you go to the
That's-
league,
that's
when
a
you
can of worms
go, when you
you
go
open
to the
up.
when you go to NFL or NBA, your pay scale, and I'm glad the NFL did it like that. Because before the contracts is astronomical, before Academy played it down, and they could not even be that good. It can be unproductive. They had a great college career, but was unproductive in the league. If they set the scale up and say, yo, if you go here, you're gonna get paid here. You go here, you get paid there. And if you fall into round 2, there's a pay scale for those people too. Give those people a fair pay scale.
So it's on the
your
university that you
choice.
go to?
What do you say?
It's on the university?
No. The NFL is a conglomerate.
No,
The
I'm talking about
NCAA
the NCAA.
they're a conglomerate. So it's based upon where you fall. If you get picked essentially in this top ESPN top 100, the top 5 get this, top 10, boom, top whatever. Based upon how the NCAA way college scouting goes. Like the NFL has scouting, second round, whatever. You know how they do in the NFL, NBA. They got scouting or whatever the case may be. They should. I think you just got to develop a skill. They do it with everything, man.
It sounds
I
good,
think it's
because,
hard,
man,
man.
it's hard because then somebody might be like, man, I'm a 5-star on Rival. Rival had me a 5-star, but ESPN got me a 4-star. Like,
It opens up a lot.
Yeah,
man.
that's why-
Where'd you get picked at? The skill is the skill.
but I'm talking about the players.
You can't get you get picked though. You're talking about recruiting.
So you get recruited. You are considered to be a 5-star recruit, whatever. Right? Let's just say for simplicity's sake, to develop a system that says this is where you fall in the recruiting lines. You get picked where you get picked. Your contract's your contract until you're done. Right? So in the NFL, I use that because it's tangible to be kind of try to compare it, trying to scale it the same way. So in the first round, you get paid more than the second round. Every time you go back a pick, you make a little bit less money. All the way out to the 7th round. The people in the 7th round get paid.
So I have a question though. Is this a year-to-year deal for your college career? Because someone like Johnny Manziel came in unknown and blew up. Whatever the highest pay scale is, Johnny Manziel blew that out of the water. So what do you do then? He's a brain. Johnny Football's a brain. Like he did this, he dominated.
So I feel like,
So what do you do though?
I feel like similar to the NFL, they don't renegotiate them contracts, baby. You get in, they get you where you at, you get paid what you get paid, and then at the next level you renegotiate your contract. That's just because if you made it where it was a year-to-year annual thing, now you're starting to make it too difficult of a script. And I think that if you're good, specifically in basketball, football will be a little bit different. Basketball, if you're that good, I would say that you need to allow. Them dudes gonna go to the league anyway. You're gonna get paid.
That's
a lot. I think it's way harder to police that way than we're thinking.
Yeah.
But we're gonna see what happens, man. It's an interesting story. We'll see how it affects Duke down the road, and maybe it opens up that Duke's been doing this for way longer than people thought.
Yeah,
we all know Calipari's dirty and he gets a bad rap for it, but we'll see. But thank y'all for listening. We gonna got some more heat coming out soon. Make sure you rate us 5 stars, subscribe on YouTube, search us on Apple Podcasts. Four Brothers, like us, review us, keep an eye out for us, TikTok, any major platforms that you go on, Facebook, anything, Four Brothers there. We appreciate y'all.
Yeah, we appreciate the love, man.
Appreciate it. Thank y'all for checking in.
You already know.
Four Brothers.
Cool.
We out.
We out.